Hello. It has been a while. It's been like a week. I've done so much that it feels like it's been months. Reptile? Okay, 502. Yeah, probably. What's going on with these like auto saves and quick saves? Alright, I'm just gonna take this one. This one. Wait, hang on. Why is this so... Okay. I guess I'm in windowed mode and it's kind of looks weird on my screen. But in the recording thingy, I think it's just the actual window. Anyway. Alright. What was I doing here? Okay, I got the mystic key. Did I already open all those doors? Right, I went to the cave and I opened those doors, and then I woke up with the elf prince. Everyone's health is okay. Wasn't I gonna go investigate that castle again? Where that fake king was? Astos or something? Oh, we'll go do that, and then if I really don't know what to do, I'll go talk to that dancer. So, yeah, man, I have done a lot. I think the last time I played this, I'm totally using these Let's Plays as like a diary. I should just like keep tabs of like what I'm doing and like info dumping on all this stuff and then moving on and then coming back and be like, look what I did. So yeah, if you're jumping into this Let's Play randomly like that, just there's a whole continuation of it. Wait, fire is a single target? It's not an AoE. Oh yeah, there's the other one that does that. Okay. Oh, I didn't even do the whole thing. Oh. Magic. Fira! So yeah. I'm tired. So my brain is working a little slower now. This is hard to like get my thoughts organized. But let's see. It's January. And I've done a lot so far in this January month. Lots of exploration of many things, starting new things, finishing things, which is really nice. I've always had a lot of issues with finishing like projects or just whatever stuff, and over the years that's something I've actively been trying to work on. And so I'm glad that I've been able to start some projects and like finish some of them. But, okay, let's see. Oh yeah, we were like sitting in this chair. Okay, I see that there's a room with treasure over there, so let's go investigate. Oh yeah, my allergies are bad because like I was just hanging out earlier and my cat was taking a nap on me, and so I've accumulated a lot of allergens there. Monsters! Dang. Ras! Hey, these dudes are in Final Fantasy 14. They don't look like this, but I remember that name. It's spelled like that. Anyway, so let's see. What's happened this year so far? I started my second quarter of steno school. Determined that I didn't want to keep going to the school because of primarily administrative issues. Like the schoolwork itself was not an issue for me at all, but the admin stuff, I just... Oh, a falchion? What's that? What's a sword? Oh, that's... Equip this sword. Wait. Here, just put this here. No, not that one, this one. Okay, warrior and thief. Reptar, you want the falchion? Oh, it doesn't... What about... Ooh, okay. Drunk, you take it. Nice. Quick save. Nice. Monsters. Yeah, so... Yeah, my rigid kind of way of thinking, because of my autism. Like, I was about to say, my rigid, like, way of thinking, the reason why I was able to get an autism diagnosis. No. People can be rigid for many reasons, but in any case, it doesn't matter. Point is, sometimes, a lot of times, I am very rigid, and I believe that things should happen a certain way because, from what I understand, if people say that something should happen a certain way, I expect it to be executed that way. And when it doesn't, I get very confused and upset because my expectations were not upheld. And what that means is it makes it a little difficult. Steel gloves, hell yeah. Who can wear this? Steel gloves? Okay, Reptar. Let's get you some steel gloves, buddy. Oh, it doesn't even... Oh, wait, yeah, it does. Oh, wait, we had bronze gloves you could have worn? Okay, I'll give you some steel gloves. Can anybody else wear the bronze gloves? Okay, well, anyway, you got steel ones now. So, let's quick save this and go explore. I don't think there's any other chests around here, but I'll walk around. Okay, here, let's go like this. I don't think so. Okay, let's head back then, since I think that's it. Yeah, we'll head back and talk to that dancer, I guess, because I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, so with my rigid way of thinking, I know at this point in my life, in my adult life, in my post-neurodiverse diagnosis in life kind of situation, I know now that I need to work on learning more patience and flexibility in order to succeed, in order to like be patient and handle certain situations instead of letting those situations affect me so much that I end up giving up on whatever I'm doing. Like, that seems to be the overarching issue that I've had in my life, where I'll be excited for whatever thing and that will be good for a while, but then something inevitably upsets me and then I don't know how to overcome it, and then I decide maybe this isn't worth it, this thing that I like is not worth it, and therefore I should just like leave, I should find something else. And from the outside, at the risk of sounding conceited and cocky, or as if I'm showing off, like, it's fine, I'm just gonna explain it the way that I know how. Like, I admit that I am quite intelligent and I have a lot of like skills. Like, on paper I've got a lot of skills, and so people see that, right? Because in our society people are so hung up on like being productive and getting things done, being efficient and all this stuff, and having like marketing yourself. I don't really agree with that. Like, I think people should be respected and treated well regardless of whatever their skills are, just because people deserve to be treated like humans. But my point is that in this general society, a lot of people do just look at what skills you have and what benefit you can give to them. And because of that, in general, a lot of people that I meet end up seeing me in like a good light, as in like, well, yeah, she's very skilled at whatever. And so in that way it sounds like it's nice, but what happens is it creates this expectation of me that I hadn't really been able to shake. I felt like I couldn't connect with people because inside I felt like a failure, but everyone was saying that I was fine. And so, you know, one could argue it's imposter syndrome. Wait, rumor has it you can get into the locked rooms in Castle Cornelia if you have the right, let's go do that. I got the key now, so, and she happened to be here anyway, so let's just go do that. Pilfer the castle. I thought I said I didn't like thievery. Anyway, here we are. They're basically telling me to do it. Just because someone tells you to do something and you think it's wrong doesn't mean you should. Okay, it's a video game though, it's okay. My sister is back, and it's all thanks to you. I could just kiss you. No, thank you. Well, okay, so I did not consent to that, but she did that, and I'm just gonna leave, and that was uncalled for. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Hello, please don't kiss me. I don't know how I could ever thank you for rescuing Sarah. Okay. Right, that's what we did like a while ago. I guess I haven't come back here to visit anytime. Like, the beautiful lute handed down for generations to the princesses of Cornelia is said to have a unique power. It can shatter the gateway of evil. Oh yeah, that's in my pocket. Anyway, so yeah, on paper it kind of seems like I might have imposter syndrome because I'm good at whatever, but then I'm like so down on myself, and it was so hard for me to like articulate any of this because I didn't really understand it. But I'm at a place now where I understand myself a little bit better, and in this place people would call conscious incompetence. in like education, there's this whole tree of, there's this graph of like learning, and at the beginning when you start something, you're at this phase of incompetence. Ooh, a mithril knife. A saber. Okay, we're hella just looting. Unconscious incompetence means you don't know that you're not good at something, and then the next step is conscious incompetence, which means you know that you're not good at stuff, and that's where it starts getting a little depressing. And then you move to the next phase where it's conscious competence, so you know what you're good at, and then the final phase is unconscious competence. I must have talked about this before in one of my various videos, but my videos are also very long, so I don't expect anyone to like have watched all of them. Anyway, so those are like the stages of learning and achieving like knowledge and skill and all this stuff. And so for me, like whenever I tried talking about this kind of situation I've been going through, and people would just reassure me by saying, no, you're great at this, and this, I would get fussy. Wait, did I grab all the chests? Floor 1? Is there a floor 2? Right, yeah, you can go upstairs, right? Let's go upstairs. Yeah, they try to reassure me, which is like, you know, it's nice, but I was still in this area of unconscious incompetence. But now I'm in a place of conscious incompetence. Like, I know what I'm not good at, and I'm trying to get better. And most of which is just social stuff. I still feel like, even though I am an adult, I socially and like emotionally, sometimes I feel like I'm 7 years old. Like, I don't know how to handle situations sometimes, or I don't know how to manage my emotions sometimes. Sarah's thoughts are always with you. Why are you speaking for Sarah? The dancing girl in town knows many odds. Okay. If you find yourself astray, try talking to her. She may know something that you... Right, you said that before. If you wanted, you could. I mean, here in Cornelia. No, it's nothing. What? What do you want? You should make preparations for your journey to restore light to the crystals. Wait, what was I supposed to do? Okay, I mean, I got a bunch of stuff. Is that what you guys want me to do? Oh, I got power staff. Who wants that? Wait. Okay, I got a power staff and a mithril hammer. Okay, we'll give you the hammer. And then, can you take... Ooh! Wait. Accuracy and attack? Power staff? I'll just have you take that one. Yeah. Oh, wait, there's an optimal one? What does that do? Okay, you're already optimal. Oh, I'll give you a silver... Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, power staff is better? Is it? Is it? But accuracy would be better, wouldn't it? Okay. I'll just go with this because I don't know what I'm doing really. Okay, so I should talk. I have to restore light to the crystals. How do I do that? Let's talk to the dancer again. Narek the dwarf has been looking for powerful explosives. I wonder what he's gonna use them for. Who's that? Oh, the dwarf? What? I guess we'll go exploring. How's our health? Yeah, I could go restore a bit. So yeah, I am super aware of the fact that I need to get a bit better at certain social skills and certain emotional things, like knowing how to recognize my emotions and knowing how to better express my emotions in certain situations, things like that. And let's see. Oh, it shows the chest here. Oh, it shows how many chests I've taken. Oh, Pravoka. Oh yeah, it's basically telling me how many places I've looted. Wait, what does the item mean? Does that mean I didn't take something? Chaos Shrine? Should I go to the Chaos Shrine? I've got the key now, so maybe I should go to the Chaos Shrine. Yeah, so when people try to comfort me by saying like I'm good at this, this, and this, in my head I'm kind of like, I do know that, and like, you know, I want to appreciate that they're trying to comfort me, but it's not comforting. So it's a little complicating. But I didn't know how to express all of that before, and so then it kind of just turns into, I guess, me seeming ungrateful and stuff. But the situation is that I wasn't upset at my lack of skill in whatever tangible thing, like art or programming or teaching or whatever. Like I'm confident enough in those things to know what I know and know what I don't know, and know how to get more of that knowledge if I wanted to. It was the social stuff that I didn't know how to articulate. Cynthia, your hammer is like purple. That's pretty cool. A mithril hammer. A leather cap, okay. Is there another? Is it similar? Okay. So yeah, that's why, like, I'm not blaming other people necessarily. I'm just trying to, you know, reflect on like likely what happened before. People would try to be nice. I didn't feel like it was genuine because they weren't really supporting me in the thing that I needed to be supported in, but there's no way they would have known because I didn't even know. And so there's no one to really blame there except, I guess, I don't know, society in general. Mostly just because society has not evolved enough to understand that everyone actually should be respected and treated fairly despite their differences. Like, everyone is different, everyone is unique, and our current society doesn't necessarily accommodate that very well. Things are changing, definitely, but because these things aren't accommodated at a younger age for a lot of people, you get a lot of, you know, depressed adults who are wandering around not really knowing what to do with themselves because there's no awareness of it. There's just all these adult expectations now when they didn't learn these things when they were children. And so yeah, you get a lot of adults who act like children. Sorry, I just hit the table, if that was loud. So like, with that in mind, like, I can't articulate it now. I do know that if someone is trying to console me and they're saying things that aren't necessarily what will be helpful for me, I can see that their effort and intentions are good, even if it's not actually helpful. And so in that way, I've become a bit more flexible in my rigid thinking subconsciously. Like, I'm not just gonna get upset and be like, that's not why I'm upset, or like, you don't understand me at all. And it's like, well, yeah, literally they don't, because you didn't tell them. So like, I'm trying to be more accepting of myself, and also, whoa, okay, wait, which one can somebody else use? Okay, Reptar. Okay, only Reptar can use the Werebuster, so we'll give the Werebuster to Reptar. And then Trunks, you can take this one. Nice! Nice, you guys. Okay. Yeah, so separating what someone actually says versus recognizing what their intentions are. What they actually say might not be helpful, but their intentions are there to be helpful. And I did not have the social skills to understand that before, and that's something that I have actively had to learn, like, on my own, like, manually. The issue with learning social skills is you can't do it all by yourself, you know? So like, I can't just sit down and read a textbook and understand all these things on my own. Like, I can read as much as I want, but like, being in the moment and feeling the myriad of like emotions involved in socializing and working on the fly to figure out what to say, what to do, like, that all has to just come from experience. You can't really get it all from a book. And so that's something that's why, like, it's, I guess, taking me so long to kind of gain these skills that I wish I had, because I have to figure out what skills I need and then go practice. But it's more than that. It's like bumbling around, realizing and making mistakes and then realizing, oh, that's probably something I need to learn, and then like sussing out the internet to try to figure out what it's called exactly, like the situation that I was in. What do people call that situation? So then I can look it up, so then I can look up how to better handle situations like that, and then going to practice those situations so that next time it happens, I don't react as poorly as I did prior, you know? So it's a very long process. And so if I, you know, try to do something like the black crystal shines ominously, the air hanging in the room seems slightly distorted. Okay, so, ooh, can I play the lute? Maybe if I play the lute, it will, how's our health? Our health is okay. Let's just attack this. Yeah, so before, wait, okay, play. I can't play this? Okay. What am I supposed to do? I believe I've taken everything from this place. Feels bad to say it like that, but it's true. Alright. I gotta find that dwarf, I guess. Where's the dwarf? Should I just go exploring more? Oh! There's a little ship thing there. Maybe if I take my ship over there somehow. I wonder if I can go through this passage. Or... I guess I haven't really explored down here. I could go search there. But it looks like it's kind of blocked off. Maybe I'll go back up here. I don't know. I feel like it's probably going to be something over here because I haven't been over there. So I guess I'll head that way. Let's see if I can walk there. So yeah, like articulating all of this takes a while because I'm still trying to figure out how to articulate it without, I guess, the guilt and shame of just talking about it. Because like growing up, I definitely was just told not to say certain things, not to act certain ways, and kind of growing up like that made it difficult for me to feel proud of the things I've accomplished and also not know how to articulate the things I struggle with. And like I just said, like socializing and expressing yourself takes practice. And then you can figure out how to do it better next time. But because I was always kind of shut down, I never learned how to just get these thoughts out of my head. So that's why I'm kind of fumbling with my words a bit. Okay, it looks like I can't just cross there, so maybe I'll take my ship. But yeah, like if I tried to talk about whatever project thing or some skill that I'm interested in, like when I was growing up, I was always basically told that I was like showing off or being too cocky or conceited. And so that kind of thought pattern has followed me a lot. And so sometimes I don't like talking about my skills because I'm afraid of being cocky and conceited. And like, I don't know, it's a balance, right? Like objectively, I understand that I am intelligent, but I don't want to say it in a way that sounds like I'm trying to put down other people. But I also feel like if I don't talk about it, I'm not going to be able to express what I want to express, which is the difficulty of being intelligent. And like even now I'm just thinking, wow, like people might interpret that in like such a bad way. But quite honestly, like I had like a mild little meltdown the other day because, well, I guess to put it bluntly, it's like I was thinking things like, what's the point of being smart if I don't have friends, if I can't get along with people, if I still feel like I'm not part of a society, you know? Like, it becomes alienating being so different. And there have definitely been a few times where I just really wanted to decrease my intelligence, like skill points, and gain some more like social skill points instead. I made a joke about it the other day. I was like I want to re-roll my skills or something. And really, like, I think if I had grown up with a bit more support, then maybe I would have learned a little earlier on that it's not necessarily having to like bring down one part of who I am. It's about encouraging and helping support the part of myself that needs a little more help. And so when I'm calm and mature, I can kind of coach myself through it and be like, being smart, like, is not something to be ashamed of, even though that's been my experience thus far. Like, being smart is not necessarily the cause of all my issues. It's just that it became easy to just be that part of who I am. It like it's so weird to say this. So after I realized that I didn't want to go to this school anymore because of the administrative stuff that I just couldn't get over, like the tiny details that would just frustrate me. Things weren't like lining up or making sense, and yeah, so I dropped out and I ended up learning all the material for the quarter like within 2 weeks or so, right? And I couldn't feel proud of myself at all, because to me I felt like it was just a coping mechanism, because studying is what I do when I don't feel good. I just like go hide with a textbook and I read, and I get lost in the realm of knowledge. But when I step back and take a look at that, it's like no wonder I don't feel proud of myself. This accomplishment seems like an accomplishment from the outside because it's like a difficult thing for a lot of people. But for me, I see it as I was running away again. I was running away from my problems and doing what was comfortable. And what was comfortable happened to just be studying. Like, that in itself is an activity that I do to comfort myself. It's not necessarily an activity that I do, like, for fun. It is fun for me. Like, I'll take it back. Like, there are times where it's definitely fun and I do it for enjoyment, but like, looking back at my adult life specifically, a lot of like the skills that people praise me for are skills that I achieved because I was very depressed and very upset with this or that, and I just retreated into myself, into my room, and didn't talk to anybody, and instead buried myself in a hole. Kind of talking to like people who wrote these books, I guess, and talking to myself. And so in that way I can see more objectively why I don't feel like I accomplished much. You know, how can I have accomplished much when I just ran away again? I ran away from what was actually difficult for me, which is the socializing part, which was handling myself in difficult situations with other people part. And so I'm trying to better acknowledge those moments and like appreciate the effort that I put into doing the things that are actually difficult. It's like stories of people say of like when you're helping your kids with stuff, instead of just saying, wow, you're so smart, you're so like pretty, you're so whatever, like recognizing their effort is probably better, so then they can build more stamina, endurance for when things do get difficult. So it's like, wow, you worked really hard on that, and it's like, I did work really hard on that. Okay, and then the next time something gets difficult, it's like, wait, yeah, I worked really hard the last time on this thing, so I can do this. Rather than just telling a child you're smart, where it's just like, wow, I can't do this right now, this is hard. If I don't keep up, if I'm not smart, then I'm nothing. You know, like that's not as healthy. So there's a lot of these little like parenting tricks and tips and stuff that can help frame the thought process that will help kids become healthy adults. And so I'm trying to like unlearn the ones that I learned, to kind of keep myself safe and protected and generate better thought processes. This is usually what you would go through if you like go to therapy. Like a therapist is supposed to help you figure out like healthier ways of thinking. Like it helps you process things of the past and then change the way that you think about things, so you don't keep beating yourself up. But anyway, I cannot figure out what to do. Where's the dwarf? Should I go back to the pirate town? I couldn't go further to the west. So... I'm drinking hot chocolate. Oh, maybe I can go here and like walk through this thing, maybe? Yeah, let's go do that. So I have to take my ship? Yeah, I'll take my ship. So, after dropping out of school, and then I learned the thingy in like 2 weeks, I was upset that like it didn't really feel good to have learned all that so quickly. It made me really realize that, yeah, see, like, knowledge and just learning is not the problem. And by leaving school, I did not get to learn the thing I wanted to learn, which is how to handle situations like what the school presented me. But at the same time, I was like, I was not ready to handle that. The cost was too high. Like, having a meltdown after every single time I had to interact with somebody is not where it's at. I gotta like take smaller steps. So yeah, I just wasn't ready for college, I guess. In the way that other people might not think about. Like I've always considered. Oh wait, I don't need to go here. I just want to wander south. Like, I've always wanted to have the college experience of like living on campus and like joining clubs and hanging out with other students and stuff at the student lounge. Like, in a way, I guess I've like romanticized it in my head because it seems like, yeah, then I could have friends and be social and do things and whatever, but because I just had a difficult enough time getting through administration, like I've been not able to do that necessarily. And when I talk about it with people, sometimes they'll just say things like, dude, like people just get drunk and like the conversations you have aren't that great. And I'm just like, I get that the reality of it might not be what I necessarily want or hope, but you know, still. Okay, wait, file 1? Wait, that's Bun Bun. Okay, file 2? This one. Yeah, okay. Like, well, how do I get my ship over here? Alright, let's wander up here. I think looking back though, like the reasons why I wanted to go to school, like it is just those social things. Like being like in the movies where kids would go to school and like have their group of friends and stuff, I'd be like, yeah, I would like to experience that. Like have an in crowd and whatever. And like, you know, go to parties and whatever and be comfortable going to parties and stuff. Like as much as I'm an introvert, I like the thought of being able to do things like that. It's difficult for me, but I like thinking that maybe someday I can. And so when I realized that again, I was thinking, what do I need to do to like get those skills in, to have those experiences then? And you know, like doing study abroad stuff is also kind of nice because then you are with a cohort of like students and you're all kind of living and experiencing similar things, and then you can like talk about that kind of thing. Like it's just a little harder as an adult to do that kind of stuff because it's not as built into things. Like, yeah, you can go to work and then like kind of talk to your coworkers about similar works type things, but it's different. You know, people aren't necessarily there just to socialize and like make friends. People are there to work and then go home and do their own, like have their own lives. So it's different. But But then yeah, I was thinking, okay, what if I do like boot camps and like workshops and stuff? Like I always like the idea of that, like going somewhere and just dedicating all my time to that one thing, like doing a writing workshop or doing a month-long study abroad thingy or this or that. And then that turned into, okay, yeah, I think I just like intensive things. And then that's when I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just, you know, study some. I've been studying French, I'll just study French. And so I made this schedule for myself. And in a way, I kind of wanted to test myself. I was like, oh, you can learn a quarter of steno stuff in 2 weeks. Okay, let's see how long it'll take you to study French. And so I had this French year 1 textbook. I think I talked about this in my last Let's Play. And I was like making the schedule. I was like, yeah, maybe like there's 9 units, so maybe I'll just do 1 unit a day. Each unit has 4 things. Okay, so that's like, that makes sense. School has like 9 months or so. So yeah, it is literally a whole school year of stuff. And so I did that, and it was a lot. The first 2-3 days, I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. Like, I got this down. It's no biggie. But then after the initial like honeymoon phase of novelty with my ADHD, I was just like, I'm so tired. Who decided to study a year's worth of stuff in like a week? Dude, what the heck is this? And then the other part of me was like, no, it's still exciting. I can totally do this. And I mean, I might have learned a bit more French, but I learned a lot about where my limits are. And I really had to learn when to take breaks and how to like motivate myself, because I'm rigid. Because I said that I was gonna do this thing, I was gonna stick to it, and I was getting so tired and exhausted, and it was like low-key burning out. But I was like, you gotta find a way to do it, man. Like that's actually the whole goal, you know, figuring out how to persevere through things. And so I did all sorts of like random things, like I got stickers and like I drew pictures and like all these like just things that I thought that would make it more fun for me. And in the end it worked out. I did finish it. I finished it a little bit earlier than I had scheduled. It got complicating though, because like I ended up going to a few doctor's appointments in between all that, and so that also made me very tired. So all in all, I did end up learning a year's worth of high school French in about a week, and I was consciously just like, so do you feel proud of yourself? And right afterwards, I was like, no, I just want to go to sleep. And so I kind of figured that was like a ADHD dopamine issue. Like I wasn't really able to be happy or feel fulfilled for anything because I just didn't have the dopamine for it. But looking back now, I do feel proud of myself because I was able to overcome the challenge after it was starting to get boring for me. Like halfway through, I was like, why am I doing this? I don't want to do this. And I could have just given up. Even though no one would really expect anyone to push themselves so much, right? Like why would you do something like this? Like, I wouldn't expect anybody to sit down and learn this much stuff in a week. Like, that's silly. But because I set out the challenge for myself and I thought I'd be capable of doing it, because I had shown already with the steno stuff that I was clearly able to learn things quickly, I was like, let's just see. And there's probably going to be a time where it gets difficult and you just got to work through it. And I did. And so I'm proud of that part. I'm proud that I was able to utilize all these like silly little things I bought myself over the years and never really used, and allowed them to be things that helped me like persevere. And I think that is way more important to me than, you know, Je veux aller à Paris. You're like, I can't really speak it very well because I didn't practice the speaking part necessarily, but like logically I can read the stuff and know what's going on, and I can write a little bit, but speaking it, I didn't really have a conversation partner, so I didn't do that part of it. And so I'm not saying like I know a year's worth of high school French in its entirety. Like I know enough of the textbook. Okay, I don't think this is working out. I don't think I can explore through here very much. So let's go back. Yeah, so like I had been doing Duolingo stuff with French for like since December. And going through the textbook definitely was like a huge supplemental like boost to the Duolingo stuff, because then I would go back to the Duolingo stuff and I'd be like, oh yeah, I just learned that today, or yeah, I just learned that yesterday, or like whatever. So that was nice. Like it all ends up just helping itself. Is there another antidote? Yeah, how do we get back? Okay, I gotta go through the rocks. Nice. Yeah, so I can say basic things. Well, I can. It's easier for me to write it. I don't want to embarrass myself by trying to say it out loud. Yeah, I can like say hello and my name, and I can like talk about my weekend. I can talk about my work. I can go on vacation. I can buy things at the supermarket. Oh my god, French numbers. Dude, the fact that you have to do math, oh my god. So if you don't know, in French, you got your basic numbers, and then you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then for like 13, 14, 15, 16, it's like a separate number, but then once you get to 17, it's like 10, 7, and then 18 is like 10, 8, like that. And then you get to 20, and it's like its own thing, and then after that you do 20 plus 1. That's fine. But then you get to like 40 and 50, 60, okay, they still got their things, but then like 70 is 60 plus 10, or 60 plus like 13, 60 plus 14, and I'm like, dude, what the heck? And then you get to like 80, and it's not 60 plus 20, it's 4 times 20, and then plus whatever number. So like 4 times 20 is 80, plus 7 is 87, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? Like, I can't with the numbers in just regular speech. You want me? So then I was arguing and stuff. I was like, you're gonna make me do math and French at the same time? I can't. I was very grumpy about that. And then yeah, it was a whole thing. And then 90 would be 2 times 20 plus like the teens, and so it was a whole thing. But I do like the way French sounds. When I first started learning French, like last month, like with Duolingo, like they'll have you like talk out loud sometimes to check your pronunciation of stuff. I was like having a bad day, and I had just woken up, or I had a bad night, and I couldn't really talk that much. I just like mumbling, and they wanted me to say something, and then I was like, and then it totally registered it as like correct, and that made me pretty happy. So I don't know if I'll continue learning French for a long time. In the meantime, I'm enjoying it enough to where is Narek? Where? maybe I need to go to the elf place and maybe they can tell me. Yeah, I'm not gonna do another French intensive thing. Like, there's 2 more books, but like, I don't really want to go through that again right now. But I'm still gonna study Duolingo stuff every now and then, just because I think it is interesting. And eventually I do want to go visit Paris, specifically because I want to go to Disneyland Paris. But yeah, it would be neat if I can keep it as an actual hobby for a while. Because like I kind of started all this with, like, I've used knowledge as a coping mechanism as opposed to actual, like, enjoyable hobby stuff. And I would like to kind of separate that. Like, I want to find ways to cope with my stress without compromising my hobbies. Like, I think what might have happened is I would get into a hobby and it'd be fun, and then something would inevitably upset me, and then I would like just get into the hobby hardcore, and then it like took the passion away from the hobby, because then it just became like my punching bag. Oh, you're awake. I am awake and strong again, all because of you. Thank you, words of light. Yeah. Can you tell me what the dwarf is? I'm gonna have to go ask my roommate. Man. Where? Should I go back to Matoya? Can I go north anymore? Dude. Okay. Did I go up there? I think I did, and I couldn't go past this thing. And then down here, I mean, I've got this stuff, and I went here already, and I couldn't go there. So can I go down here? And I could try. I'll try to go over there, but I don't think I can. Like, I don't know what's up with this whole thing. I don't know where the dwarf is. All right, let's go. So anyway, that's that. I think I did mention last time that I've decided to sign up for this other school. And with this other school, apparently you can go at your own pace and stuff, which is also why I wanted to do the French intensive thing. Because I was like, I guess some people, like on Reddit and stuff, have talked about getting their degrees at this particular online school like hella fast, and it like can turn a 4 or 5 year degree into like a year or even less than a year, depending on how efficient you are at studying. And I was like, I'm pretty good at studying, can I get a degree? so by doing my French stuff, I was like, yeah, okay, clearly I can do this. Whether I'm happy about it or not is a different question, but clearly I'm capable of doing this. It would be better if I'm happier, so then I could, you know, just be happy and healthy and persevere longer. But yeah, so that is going through its process, and already there's been some issues with the administrative stuff. Like, whenever they sent me an email, they would say like dear and then my last name. So they're always addressing me as my last name. I'm like, geez, you guys are like super formal, what the heck? Like, so assertive. Where is the dwarf? Dang it. Maybe I'll go visit Matoya again. Yeah, and eventually I talked to a person, and you know, things were fine, and they have a lot of kind of step-by-step things, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do them in order. I hope all these stuff is like in order. And I told the person eventually that like, yeah, so, oh yeah, you know, wait. Eventually I got like my student login for enrollment, whatever stuff. And then I saw that, yeah, they had my name as my last name and then first name. And so it got switched. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I don't mind if they call me by my last name, but I know that that's probably not what they're intending. And so I told the enrollment person about it, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, I've changed it for you. I was like, okay, thanks. But then I went into the thing and then saw that in one part it is fine, like it says my first name and last name, but in a different place it says my last name and then first name, and then in another place, should I go to Provoco again? Maybe I'll go there. In this third place it says my first name twice, and so I'm kind of like, okay, this is silly, and I'm going to try to just laugh it off and not take this so seriously. And then I imagined if I do end up finishing the entire like degree program and then I get a diploma, it'll just say my name backwards. It's fine. Things will be fine. I will learn to accept that this is just an administrative issue that I eventually can surely get somebody to fix. I'm sure. It's such a small thing. I'm sure it will be fine. I'm sure we can fix it. Okay. So like little things like that. I gotta like keep myself in check so I don't get so upset about things. Oh, also the old school, the school from last quarter, the one that I left, they finally sent me like financial aid information, and I was like, oh, okay, thank you for letting me know now, but I don't think I should go back to that place since it made me so upset. There are many monsters in the Aldean Sea. Okay. Do you guys know where the dwarf is? Do I have to talk to everybody? Because we needn't fear pirates anymore than you smudge, okay. I fled from Melmond, a town far to the west. It's a truly pitiable sight. The earth rots and monsters attack at night. Is there nothing you can do to help? Wait, I'll go there, but how do I go over there? To the west? Yeah, how do I do that? Oh, wait. I don't think there are any ports to the north. A ship can only dock at a port. Yeah, okay. Can I get some more information out of you guys? How do I go to the west? Because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. Thank you so much, okay. I had myself a change of heart. I plan to buckle down and be the hardest worker in town. You believe me? Okay, sure. They say the elves are living across the sea, but the elf princess fell into... No, he woke up. I already took care of that. Okay. Yeah, you guys, how do I, Oh, this place is a bit broken up. Look at these windows. They're kind of smashed. How do I go to the west? Dude. Are there more people I can talk to? Okay. Well, that's that. So, it's essentially telling me to go to the west. But I can't go north. How's my health? How do we go over there? Like, I'm pretty sure I went through all that stuff. Do I have to get a new ship? guess I'll just go around with the ship and see if maybe I missed something. A true adventurer. So anyway, yeah, after I finished the French stuff, I told myself to take some time to just chill out. And I was like, what do people do to chill out? So I started watching some anime, and I was like, people love anime. I should try watching anime. And I told my roommate about it, and he was like, yeah, I just used my Crunchyroll account. And I was like, you have a Crunchyroll account? He's like, of course I have a Crunchyroll account. I study Japanese. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I watched some anime, and it was fine. But I forgot I have this thing where I don't like watching shows while they're airing because I don't like waiting for the next episodes. And so that ended up happening, and so I'm a little peeved at myself for not checking, and so now I have to wait for the next episodes to come out. Oh yeah, and then I was like, okay, let's just have a day where we do like just random stuff, not necessarily like hyper focusing on anything or whatever. And oh, can I go under the bridge? Yeah! Okay, that's new. Yesterday I played some cello. I haven't played the cello in like 2 years. I don't really play the cello. I don't really know how to play the cello, but I got a cello like 2 years ago, around when the pandemic hit. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm interested in this. I'm gonna learn. I mostly got it because I wanted to learn bass clef. But anyway. Okay, wait, this is where Matoya is, right? I will go visit Matoya and see what Matoya has to say. So I learned, so I played a little bit of cello yesterday. And then I must have done a bunch of other like miscellaneous nothing. Oh, I made this little like passport for myself. So going outside is particularly difficult for me because I am a sick little person, and so it becomes a very strenuous situation when I'm going outside. And so because I've stayed home basically for the entirety of the pandemic, I need to like acclimate myself a lot when I go outside. And I went to the dentist the other day, and it was a whole adventure. I started feeling so sick and like nauseous, and like it was either because of the motion sickness of taking a bus after so long not taking a bus, and or the anxiety of going to the dentist, or both. And so I was like, okay, clearly I'm gonna have to like learn how to do this stuff again. Hello? You're still here. I don't need you in there. So thanks. You're not as attractive. Oh, that's right. She's so mean. Sorry, Reptar. My stomach is growling. Dude, I don't know where I'm going, so I think I'm gonna go back to Cornelia and we'll just save there, and I'll go ask my roommate. He is awake now. But yeah, so really my next steps are to figure out where the dwarf is and then go to school again. And hope that I can better manage the situations I get into. Like ideally that's what I want to learn. Like that's what I see school is for me. Like getting a college degree isn't necessarily for the little line on my resume. It's, can I accomplish this long-term goal that other people put themselves through in this society, so then I can learn the social skills required to be able to like be on par with the people in society who have these degrees. You know what I'm saying? It's like the knowledge that you learn from the textbook itself. A lot of people usually say like, I didn't even use my degree for like whatever. But actually when you go to school, you learn a lot of soft skills that people don't really talk about a lot. But I am very consciously like, I need to learn those skills so that I can accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. I have these other skills already. It's not a problem, but I can't learn social skills without practicing with other people. And so that's that. This one definitely didn't really go anywhere. I just spent like, what was it, like an hour rambling about just, I guess, my introspective life state right now, which is fine if that's what people are here for. But like game wise, I didn't really know what I was doing. I guess I went and gathered like the Mystic Key treasure boxes and stuff, but wait, I just saved, right? But I have no idea where that dwarf is, so I'll just go ask my roommate. Okay, I think I just saved like 5 times, so we'll just leave it here. Yeah, next steps for me, I think I'm gonna try to get back into like low-key getting my steno stuff situated and not doing that so intensely so it doesn't become a coping mechanism. But finishing the theory for my steno theory and then eventually getting into speed building. And then alongside that, so that I have some hobbies on the side, I'm picking up a little bit of Japanese because I've been watching this anime. These animes. I've started 3 different animes because I didn't realize they weren't aired. The first one I picked up had like 3 episodes and I was like, oh, I should have checked. And then so I went to the other, so I found some other one and I was like, oh yeah, this has like 12 episodes. Okay, cool. I think that's it. I'm used to watching K-dramas where they've got like, 16 episodes. And wait, no, the second anime had like 15. So I was like, okay, that's probably like enough, right? But then I watched all of it and then I was like, wait, there's still more episodes coming out. I have to wait for them. Oh no. And then so I started another anime. So that's the whole situation. And then I kind of hope I stick with the cello a little bit so that I can finish playing a song. Should I started Let's Play here and then just play cello instead? Anyway, that's that. I hope that I don't know. Like, why do people watch Let's Plays? Do they watch Let's Plays because of the actual like game itself or just to hang out with the person who's like playing the game? In any case, for the people who like hang out and just listen to me ramble about my own life, like, cool, hello. I am just trying to make my way in the world, just like everybody else. I think I specifically wanted a space for myself to be able to express myself like in a genuine, open way that's true to who I am, versus a lot of my other projects where I seem way more competent and like I know what I'm talking about. I'm like helping others and all that stuff. Like, that is a part of who I am, but I don't want to only be that, like I want to show kind of my struggles. Like I said at the very beginning, like it's difficult for me to talk about what I struggle with, and so I guess I'm kind of seeing this as a way to like open up about those things. And I'm not talking to anyone directly, but I am putting it out in the world and it's public, and so in a way it's like I'm talking out loud to strangers somewhere, and hopefully that can translate into me having these types of conversations with people like one-to-one, like in person or in real time. I'm about to go on another tangent, but I'll just leave it at that and see you next time. Bye bye.